Hey guys, welcome back. Part, I don't know, again, some or anymore. I think it's 19 or 20 or something like that. I have to start this part with an explanation or disculpatory comment or mea culpa, in the sense that I finished the last part blaming the game a bit for the unclear description of the contract that we filled. This contract. Because it says you have to get some kind of paper, and it means, the last sentence, no getting caught and no harming bank personnel. And actually I do not have a safe anymore in my system at which that contract was not yet filled, so I cannot really correct the situation. And I was like a bit bummed out about that. But totally faultily. It's not the game's fault. And the description actually is also not that confused or unclear. Because I was under the impression that I didn't kill anyone, and I also think I didn't kill anyone in the bank, so I didn't harm any bank personnel. So I was like, why the hell does it fail? Has it got something to do with me contaminating the air supply, or maybe that I knocked a guard dog unconscious? I don't even think there were guard dogs inside the bank, only in front of the bank, but that it somehow killed them instead of only getting them unconscious. And you can also wonder whether a guard dog could be considered bank personnel. But anyways, I got carried away. I was like, okay, what the hell? Why am I failing this? Totally overlooking the fact that I did maybe choked out like 4 guards or so. And of course you can debate on whether choking somebody out really harms them. I mean, there's no permanent damage done. It's not like you really injure them or anything. Yeah, there must be some physical discomfort, but still. Anyways, I totally overlooked that fact. So I had no right whatsoever to blame the game for not being clear or anything. It just says no harming of bank personnel, and the game engine or the game includes choking somebody out under the denominator of harming someone. And there's a valid point to be made for that. Oh, he's sleeping, or did I choke him out? He's actually sleeping. I thought I choked him out in the last part. I'm pretty sure I choked him out and put him here. Whatever, he may sleep if it's up to me. Anyway, so that is the first thing I wanted to say. I was overly harsh on the game. It was just my stupid own mistake. Choking out enemies, well, I shouldn't have. So, unfortunately, as mentioned, I cannot repair the situation. There is no save anymore that goes to a point where the contract is still active. Here, this is all in the bank, what's this? In the bank. This is also, in the bank. This is the little room. This room I have another comment on. No. Yesterday it was October 2nd, I think so. Yeah, so this is the earliest save from October 2nd. Then the one before that really goes back 3 days. And I'm not gonna play like 3 days of replaying just to finish one side contract. So it's just a pity. It defeats a bit the purpose, or yeah, it's not in line with a deep playthrough, like as broad as possible. But yeah, shit happens, so I'm sorry for that minor mishap. In this one, so this is the last one of October 3rd. In this one, the contract is already, this is quite far inside the bank. The contract has already failed because I choked people out. Anyways, regarding this room in the bank. I think it's Janet's room or something. I'm not sure whether I can quickly get back to there, but maybe I should, so I don't forget. I was uploading or editing the video, just putting in a watermark, and I noticed indeed that in a cupboard there is like this code displayed. Let's just go there, and probably I'm not sure whether it's for something in that room, because actually I don't think there was that much in that room. Wait, my cat. Come on, cat. Come here. So, but maybe we should note it down or something, because it might have significance further on in the game. Because I cannot imagine that there is a code in reverse writing. Yeah, for no reason. So let's check that out.
Oh, what's going on?
Oh, fuck me. Why the hell is everyone awake? Okay. No running. Keep it tight. Yeah, okay, it was just me running. Me being stupid. But crouching is so slow, goddammit. We do have like this bone charm that increases our crouching speed, but... Okay, this room. And I'm talking about this little contraption. Or is it just a camera? Yeah, okay, so it's a camera. Yeah, it's such a weird apparatus. Ah, it's a camera for on this screen. So then you should be able to turn it on maybe. And then... Should this then be like the focus settings or whatever? 816, 32, 64. Okay, we can even remember that. It's simply 816, 32, 64. But shouldn't there be some secret button to activate it? That's really something I would find cool.
Good. I have the vault key.
Yeah, you...
What else is she hiding?
That audio plays like no matter how often
documents to the Royal Conservatory.
you save
I need
it,
to find out what he knew.
that audio plays anyways. Hey, this is maybe a new book I didn't read. Whispers from the Void by Barnley Mulani 3, treatise on the physical existence of that foreign realm. The Abbey of the Everyman condemns any continued study into the void and its existence, but consider, if you will, the whales hauled daily into Dunwall's great slaughterhouses. Are they more or less frightening when dangled from a butcher's hook? Is a thing rendered more mysterious, more dangerous, and more powerful when it has been dissected, studied, and categorized? No, I say. Natural philosophy may not yet banish all uncertainties from the world and bring all that is feared beneath our knowing gaze. Natural philosophy may yet banish. It is true, I am not a religious man, but one must respect the Abbey of the Everyman for its continued moral guidance and of our great empire. Surely even the High Overseer himself would agree that a thorough investigation into the void would yield knowledge which could be used towards better protection against its malignancies. We would be able to subject the void to scrutiny rather than be subjected to its insidious influences. Everything that is known can be brought into the natural order of the world. It is, if the Abbey would allow it, I am sure we may one day traverse the void safely. We may yet be free of the outsider's whispers, if such a creature exists.
The conservatory is my next step.
Yeah, but I do think we already read that book, but yeah. I recognize the beginning part with the whale not being captured or whatever. There doesn't seem to be a way to activate the projector. I guess. Hey, you see it? Oh no, this was just hiding the projector. What a pompous picture, woman. What a pompous picture. Okay, screw this. Marcus and Associates. I thought their symbol was an eagle. This looks more like an owl, actually. Whatever. We are going to the lockboxes. Where the hell is the control? Here it is. Okay, so that was the first part I want to say is apologies for being overly harsh in the last part of the playthrough. And the second thing I wanted to say is let's check out that little code there. But I think it's just the zoom focus settings of that projector thing, so not that relevant. Let's continue with our story. Thought I already picked that up. Those feathers. Let's see if there's something else I'm missing now. Yeah, I think we already read that book. We killed the robot. There's something more here. Not really. I also thought I had picked that one up. Whatever. And I'm pretty sure I choked him out, but yeah, whatever. It was... Yeah, already read that one. And let's check some... Let's get into the good times. Let's rob some safe boxes for some nice loot. Let's see if there is anything worth stealing.
Does the void really look like that?
Immersion of the void. Impression of the void number 1. Okay, so whenever she comments on painting, it's probably a collectible painting. I've been noticing that. Oh shit. We need some more Christopher George, Morgan Yu, Luigi Galvani. Shit, I don't think we have all these codes yet. Maybe we have one. What's this? Can't we get in through here? No. Hey. What's this? Can't we simply indeed open all those locks by... Okay, first let's use the codes we do have. The authorization codes to access this... No, this is the door. There's a vault. Okay, let's read some stuff. Security and administration. The authorization code to access the security and administration floor is B15D. The chief of security has a list of current codes. They can be used to gain access to restricted areas within the bank, among other things. The chief of security has a list of current authorization codes, yeah, but no safe box codes, I guess. Classified information. Dolores Michaels, the director of the bank, is a high-ranking member of the Eyeless cult. They are bound to be secrets in her office. Vault control. There's a vault control room on the security and administration floor. An operator can maneuver the vault into different positions from there. The missing custodian. The bank custodian holds the key to the sanitation area. He was heading towards the cliff near Dolores Michaels' deposit and loan bank when he went missing. Corpse by the cliffs. A swarm of rats in the Upper Sierra district has noticed a broken body on the rocks. Citizen may have fallen to his death by the cliffside. Laudanum for sale. An auction is being held at Collectibles Plaza tonight. You can steal her bits on the poppy tincture. You need to sedate the bank personnel over there. A single bone charm. The rats have spotted a powerful bone charm nearby. It's hidden under a wooden crate somewhere in the streets of Upper Syria. Okay, we read a lot of those already. We have actually the vault key. That's good. We did all the contracts. The bone charms are not relevant. Important, do not forget. This is for the door of the control room. This is I was wondering what the address book, what that purpose was. Couldn't it be that the address number is also the safe number? Yeah, but there's no corresponding name. We don't have a safe box for any of these names. Invitation, journal. No, that year is not gone. We have conferred and agreed that you will. Okay, that's her. Invitation into the cult. Then Jindosh safe. I've discovered a way to open Jindosh's private safe in the vault. Okay, so that's not the lockboxes. With the code, Mr. Campus, move me to the top floor of the lobby. So in the top floor of the lobby, by the stairs, there is probably a clue on getting into Jindo's private safe in the vault. So that's also something we have to remember. This is the PA system. Auditors. Please reset the coin counter. Well, we've received an order of letters from Dr. That is Mr. Galvani. Okay. This is a hint on his code. About the security and contents of his logbox. He's only had it for 2 months, blah blah blah. He's really paranoid about it. Why? But then he clearly wrote that the combination has always been the most important date in his life. But then he clearly wrote that the combination has always been the most important date in his life. How do we know what his... Doesn't he know how easy that is to figure out? The problem is, I'm not sure where we found this note. So I'm not sure if the clue on the most important date of his life was in that same vicinity as the note. But if it is, then it's unfortunate because I have no idea where that clue is. Because I don't know where this note came from. I'm sure you've noticed the pile of paper. Well, and who is Dr. Galvani again? Well, we've received an inordinate amount of letters from Dr. Galvani about the security contents. But he's been burglared twice and clearly out that it's the most important date in life. Yeah. Do we have something other on Mr. Galvani here? Appointments. Full tour. Private box. Note, font of blue-jawed hagfish act. These are the auditor notes. In the event of my death. Deliver the contents of my logbox to the Carnetta Gazette at once. Have the staff at Michael's Banks open it with 379. Christopher George. Okay, this is the first one we have. Christopher George. 3 7. Okay. Okay, what do we have here? Journalist logbox notes. Research for Jacoby article. I started this search for answers at the behest of Lucia Pastor. She came to my office with concerns about the alarming number of illegal foreclosures made by Michael's Bank recently and asked me to investigate. I never suspected that a simple quest to uncover bank fraud would instead put me on the trail of a cold-blooded murderer. Interview with Teresa Cienfuegos. I interviewed Teresa Cienfuegos today about Michael's Bank's foreclosure on the family pharmacy. She provided my first major clue. Her father's account books contain puzzling entries for syringes, blood transfusion equipment and large amount of his homemade poppy tincture sedative. Shipments of these items were sent to the Spectre Club without her knowledge. And guess who was receiving them? Administrator Ivan Jacoby. What could he need with quantities of blood transfusion items? This matter bears further investigation. Interview with Ned Tamron. I stopped by the Spectre Club this evening to interview some of its elite patrons. Most were too drunk to give me any useful information, but one Ned Tamron laughingly described a sanguine infusion house specialty. Its chief ingredient is rumored to be human blood. Suddenly the pieces all fit together. Cienfuegos' bloodless corpse, the transfusion equipment, Jacoby's patronage of the Spectre. I know he's behind the recent exsanguination murders. There must be evidence that ties him directly to Cienfuegos' death. If only I could find it. I have to keep investigating until I do. I can't rest until I expose Jacoby for the monster he is. Okay, this is, we already suspected it, or I read it somewhere, but this is actual confirmation that Jacoby was an asshole. Okay, that is our first logbox. Let's keep it open, so we don't check it again. The Galvani guy, yeah. We are going to... Okay. Here, and we are going to sanitation, maintenance needs 2 new keys, blah blah blah. Does the Empress have an investment account? No, we have finished replacing the shorted wiring and security doors. To the lobby, no. And this is the Freyport branch. Ask Rubia for ledgers. This is an angry letter to the bank. No. It's dangling in a tricky spot though. Won't be easy to reach. Meet me over there. I saw an old pocket watch there yesterday. Meet me over at Dead Man's Bluff. Bet it's worth hefty coin. It's dangling in a tricky spot though. Won't be easy to reach. Help me fetch it and we can split the coin. It'll feel right nice to have a jingling pocket when I take my bank key to Marco later. Let's see. Then call me a useless buffoon when I'm rolling in coin. Ah, okay. But the weird thing is, this is, I think, the custodian guy who fell to his death. But it says meet me over at because he fell to his death to the right, the cliffs on the right side of the bank. If you look at the bank from the front, the right side, and here it says meet me over at Dead Man's Bluff. But actually, Dead Man's Bluff is not over there because that is where we had to fake the death of the suicide of the mime guy in the previous level contract. That was actually where our boat is, where we arrived in, the little skiff. That is what I think was called Dead Man's Bluff. So that's a bit confusing. Here it says, meet me over Dead Man's Bluff. Suggesting a bit that that is where he fell to his death. But he actually fell to his death. No, but that is where there's a pocket watch, it says. I saw an old pocket watch there yesterday. So how come he fell off some cliffs? Not at Dead Man's Bluff. It's dangling in a pretty spot, won't be easy to reach. This is suggesting that this is the place where he tried to reach a tricky spot and he slipped and he fell to his death. But that wasn't Dead Man's Bluff, I guess. Confusing. Okay, what the hell? Where are those frigging codes? This is the birthday letter we had to pickpocket. Foreclosure, no. These are the foreclosures agenda. Jacoby. Oh, here there was already evidence that Ivan Jacoby killed Eleuteria Cienfuegos. Or confirmation on it, so that's where we also read it. Justice for Cienfuegos. Statement on Mr. Yoon's well-being. Guarding the Camellia. Program messed up with my equipment. I hear that you can be trusted to keep an eye on things. If you guard the Camellia and keep light-fingered low as well, I'll pay you good coin. Here's the key. Regarding the Duke's portrait, yeah, that's the one we had to take as well as a contract. Side contract, Ivan Jacoby murdered. This is the newspaper article. Got your message, but I can't help you. The bank security is an insult. They use some sort of announcement system there. You gotta have the right code to get past checkpoints, but the thing is the code changes with every guard shift. We already have those codes, so that's good. These are the public announcement system codes, so unfortunately not the lockbox codes. Monitor helping for more than darkness. Uses me, game Deirdre. Yeah, this is some note of Billy from herself about her beloved Deirdre. Maybe send those and another one. Want to see, who would want to see their eyes? These things are part of our part. Okay, whatever. This is the guys who were locked in the shop. No. My fellow, this is the speech. We are pleased to inform you that the personal box registered with the Jungle account has been fitted with new locks. Okay. This is actually the lockbox, the inside the safe where the double-edged blade is stored. Our main objective. Speech. This is again a cry for help for the taxidermist prisoners. Red Camellia appointment book. Who went there? But is there any clue for a lockbox code? Not really. Atkins, no. Nope. Letter to Pintaro Imports. This is an angry letter from the boss of the Red Camellia. This is the service notice of the Red Camellia. What they offer, what they have on offer. Mr. Shan Young. This is the audiograph of Mr. Shan Young to open his audiograph controlled safe. This is the second letter relating to the lockbox of the double-edged sword. It requires 2 keys. One that was found in Mr. Jacoby's apartment, and the other found in Mr. Yoon's apartment. This is a review of Sean Young's performance. This is his personal note on his lack of inspiration. Yeah, this is also a note that was, I think, both in Jacoby's and in Yoon's apartment. Sean Yoon's diary. To change, this is his audiograph controlled save note. Then we have a collection of Sean Yoon that we looted. See you at the Spectre Club. This is just an advertisement. Stop using that crust shell powder. This is the cleaning lady in the Red Camellia who had to do some overtime. Here's your skiff bag. This is our boat that we use instead of the carriage. My darling Shen. This is Iolina writing a love letter to Sean Yoon. This is the secret note on the secret knocking code for Iolina from Sean Yoon. Stopping off at the Spectre Club. This is the dentist guy that went to the Spectre Club and actually got desanguinized, so his blood got drained as the what is it, the ritual, the special, what the fuck do they call it? Okay, blood transfusion, sanguine infusion, they call it. Okay, whatever. Our secret knock, going east. Thanks for the skiff. We'll be back. Let's on the skiff. Renovation projects. This is about Emily Coldwin stating, okay, we're gonna make one big happy family. Partnership with the suffering nations of surplus. Actually, we are pleased to reassert our partnership with the suffering nations of Morley, Serkonos and Thuvia for mutual peace and prosperity. I thought it were provinces, but it are actually sovereign nations. And Bristol is then the biggest one, I guess. That's the one where Dunwall is the capital of, I guess. Okay, Sokolov establishes studio. We totally missed that studio, I guess. And there's also some mentioning of a Sokolov item in one of the logboxes. Renowned natural philosopher returned to Tivia. Oh, Tivia, we are not in Tivia, so it's logical we didn't get any... we didn't bump into his apartment. Or his studio. Deadly raid at the Arbaka. This is where it all began. Or where the first level ended. Restless Nights. This is again a note from Billy about her visions and nightmares. Bet on the brute kill. This is when Dodd was still captured and he was forced to partake in fights. This is a betting card from that fighting scheme. Then we have Isla's diary. Yeah, this is about Dodd, that he's such a great fighter and they make a lot of coin of him. Dropped off bets at your place. This is a little note on a safe that we looted. I don't know what you're getting into with this black magic. Yeah, this is a story about that getting into with the eyeless gang and the outsider makes you like a freaky person. Black Spirit Bull Red Liquor. This is the recipe for red liquor. This is one of the side contracts. We had to steal this recipe, and we had to destroy the stockpile of red liquor they had lying around in the bathhouse. This is about hack pearls, the little distraction balls that we found and never used. This is about a little note on the hook mines that we also use almost never. The electrical bursts. This is a note where we found those. It's all from the bathhouse. Letter to Alma. That news. Okay, this is a guy who goes to join the Eyeless, leaving. This is a woman who actually leaves the Eyeless because she couldn't stand the gruesome fighting at the bathhouse anymore. This is the this is a note for a bone charm that we found, which was meant as the reward for killing Dodd when fighting him in the orchestrated matches. These are some weird notes on how you can tips on how you can get luck. For instance, eat a rotten Tuvian pear, but keep the core in your pocket for luck all day. This is the suppressor to keep Dodd under control. It's like an electrified chair that he was strung to through some kind of magnetic force or something. This is an authority report on the bathhouse. They are planning, the guards are planning to raid it. Dearest Megan. This is Megan, a reply for Megan's inquiries to her and friends or relations on whether they spotted Dodd somewhere. This is another reply. You're writing, this is another reply. Eyeless remain eye source for a city. Kurt. Continue of the gang known that both raids were conducted on derelict warehouses. Several shipments. Noxious plant and virals. Still rumors of black magic. Roving Vice Officer Cardessa of the Everyman, when reached for comment, stressed the spiritual dangers of carved bone charms, and they found to bring them directly to the Overseer. He gave no further remarks. Okay, this is just some kind of notification or newspaper article of a raid from the guards on the Eyeless, and this actually, I think for the first time in the DLC, mentions the purpose or the value or dangers of bone charms. Notes about the bath. Went to sea, traded some old whale bone and a bit of hair. She's making charms. Pay regularly. Some witches joined Eyeless powerless. None by who would remember me. No reason. Are these people just messing around, or is there something I'm not seeing? Think I lost my match. I think this is a personal note, I guess, from Billy Lurk herself. I have no idea. Went to see old Match again. Joined the Eyeless, powerless now. None from the brick. Some witches from the Royal Conservative joined the Eyeless, powerless now. None from the Brickmore days who would remember me at least. No reason to think they look twice if I go in like anyone else. I think this is just a note from Billy herself. Okay, no notes on lockbox codes whatsoever. Annoying. Actually also a bit what I already expected. Audiographs. These are 3 songs. Lore. Here. Dr. Galvani, that is good. It's about we are looking... No, okay, this is a nice note. We are looking about the most important date in his life. The 20... Here, it says the 28th day of the month of high cold. The most important day of my life. Okay, I'm not really sure which month high cold is. But we can just simply try that. We just go, it's 28 and then we just go 1 to 10. And we should find it. So here we go. 28. And the month of, what was it? Cold or something? Of high cold. Okay, 1 second. Okay, here we go. Nice. What do I have here? A lot of gold. We now have 32.27, and we're gonna get. Hey, hello. Why can't I get this? Okay. Yeah, we will do that later. We now have 32.27. We have 450. Yeah, extra coins, but 450 extra coins from 3 clumps nuggets of gold. That's a bit weird. Or oh no, it's not, of course, it's just 150 a piece. Nice. On Bertie the Bird. I caught Bertie, as we came to call him, on one of those ill-fated expeditions to Pandicia, which I and a few others attempted from time to time, to follow in the footsteps of the great Sokolov. The birds assemble in great flocks and nest in cliff sides. He had flown too close to our ship, and so one of the sailors snared him with a well-thrown net, and we managed to catch him. He was the first of his species to reach Gristolian shores. He caused a stir in the popular imagination when I first displayed him. I did a circuit of public lectures on Pandician fauna, and each theater was packed with people hopeful for a glimpse of my little bird. I heard from some friends that Bertie even featured in some children's literature, with fanciful illustrations. After a time, Bertie grew quite tame. He would even accept grapes from my hand. Sadly, he died after just a few short years, but he inspired a passion for Pandician birds, egg collecting and taxidermy. I had him stuffed, and occasionally I charged a small fee to allow viewers to see him. He will always hold a special place in my heart. Okay. That is 1 down. But we still have 2 boxes to go. One of Morgan Yu. No idea anymore who that is. And the other one is, I think, this is the one for our contract. Ah, we can just open it. That's also handy. Because in the contract, this is the one of the journalist. It says we have to take something in the logbox besides the logbox of a journalist to the side of it. Now that would be this one. And this is empty. So let's see what the contract now says. The art connoisseur, we got it. Overheard at the Spectre Club. I only had 350. 3 cocktails later, it was revealed that said logbox is next to some journalists and contains a precious gemstone. Give me that gem. Ah, okay, so it's not this one. It's actually this one. Morgan Yu. But is there any... We need Morgan Yu. Okay. Overheard at the Spectre Club. Someone quite drunk, bragging loudly. When I first came to Karnaca, I only had 350 coin to my name. And today I opened my own lockbox at the bank. 3 cocktails later, it was revealed that said lockbox is next to some journalists and contains a precious gemstone. Get me that gem. Okay, so that would be Mr. or Miss Morgan Yu. And we need to check whether we have something on Mr. or Mrs. Yu. No. Okay, this was Jindo's save. No. Oh, we already read all these. So let's continue these ones. And then you. No. We are already too. This is. Yeah, already the beginning of the game. It will. If there's a clue, it will be somewhere in the top entries. Yeah. The corroded mind. No. Clockwork Sentinels. Owner manual. No. The knife of Gunwell. The plan had gone even better than he could in the but now it was he felt hollow and there was nothing in the world that could fill him again. He knew it with a certainty that scared him. Billy called from the next room. Boss, leave me. He nudged the door closed before she could say anything else. He thrusted her more than any of them, but he didn't feel like talking. Cleaning the blood from the blade, he studied the marks it made on the cloth. Royal blood, but it looked the same as any he'd seen before. Okay, we already read this. This is about, I think, the murder of the Empress by Dot in the, I think, the original Dishonored. Not Emily Caldwin, but her mother, I think Jasmine Caldwin. But this is weird. I think we found that a bit later than, for instance, or earlier than the Journal of Eight Cienfuegos. But maybe I'm mistaken. Oh, these were the notes of the Elitorio Cienfuegos himself, and then he started painting all his drawings of the void, the visions. I think I assume he had. Whispers from the Void. This is again the Mulani guy with his analysis of the Void. Old Widow's recipe. It's a vortex, about 5 drops, which should do the trick for inducing night terrors and starving your enemies to sleep. This is, yeah, some kind of recipe. Fine. Another recipe. Another Whispers from the Void. Dot's journal. She found me, so that is also pretty earlier in the game. Lonely Red Boy, we found this one, I think, at the beginning of this level. We've been here and I'm making coin hand outfits. It's a dream come true. This is also about the previous level, about Dot being captured to fight and thereby enriching the eyelets that make money of those fights. All super long ago. Try to offer the teeth. No. No clues about Megan or Morgan Yu, which is actually super annoying. Nothing here. Okay, what's her name? Morgan Yu. And it was overheard at the Spectre Club, so I don't hope... Could it be that it is in this Spectre Club. No, we cannot even get that. There's like a note on the Morgan, left there somehow with the code. I don't think so, because we actually cannot get to the Spectre Club now. So that would not be the case, I assume. But then, did we find anything on Morgan U? State the authorization code? No. Okay. Mrs. U. Morgan. Nothing here. Address boot. Is there a Morgan U in here? No. We could try 843. Yeah, that would be really a far stretch if that would be it. It's the only one with 3 numbers. So yeah, what the hell? But it's the address of some kind of tailor. Maybe because the person who got rich went there. No, that would be stupid. Then get your new nice flashy suit and also use the address number of that tailor for your personal lockbox. That would be too far-fetched. Dolores Michaels. No, I find this a bit annoying. On the other hand, it does give a challenge. Jindo's private safe. No. No, this is Tan Nugayan, but I thought, okay, that's like an Asian name, Asiatic name, but it's not Morgan U. But where did we find Morgan U? That's the question. If this is about, Dr. Galvani. No, we already opened him. Claretta Devons. Here, 2 authentic Sokolovs. This is what I meant with Sokolov. We just have read a little piece of information on him. That he opened a studio somewhere in, I don't know, another state or region. And that I indeed thought that there would be a Sokolov item in the logbox. And that's actually... This note is referring to that. 2 authentic Sokolovs. Note, font of blue-jawed hagfish eggs. Appointment this afternoon. Claretta Devons. Has nothing to do with Morgan U. Nugayan, that's not Morgan U. This is the journalist. Sanitation key. No, just looking at. I fill a request form. Did you see? Okay. Note from the director. No. We have finished replacing. No. Fraport. No. Note to self. No. Lucia Pastor. Nope. Auditors. No. Meet me at the cliffs. No. You're fired. No. Thomasina birthday. No. Items for auction. Is there something Morgan U related? No. Jacoby, no. Justice, no. Justice, no. Statement, Mr. Yoon. Goddamn, I thought, hey, you, but it's Mr. Yoon. It's not what we need. Guarding the Camellia, no. Regarding Jukes, no. Ivan Jacoby, no. Changing bank codes. We use some, no. This is a public announcement system. Note. Deirdre, no. No. It's a personal note of Billy. Someone call. Okay, this is the cry for help. Letter for Michael's bank. No. The preparation of the speech of Jacoby. No. Speech Jacoby. Cry for help. Cry for help. Cry for help. Camellia appointment book. Is there a Mr. Yu or Mrs. Yu? Sean Yoon, that's no Yu. Anisha Scott, Tom Finch, no. Pintero Import from Eolina Ray. The Red Camellia Services. New songs of Mr. Yoon. This is the Vault note from the bank. Review of Sean Yoon. The lack of inspiration of Sean Yoon note. Piece of the Void. Sean Yoon's diary. This is about his safe. This is about his collection. This is the dentist going to the Spectre Club and getting killed. This is about the cleaning lady of the Camellia. This is about our skiff. Letter to Yoon. This is the love letter from Eolina to Sean. About their secret knock. I'm going to the Spectre Club for a drink. See you at the Spectre Club. What's this? Oh, this is just the Spectre Club brochure, and this is the dentist guy going there. Going east. About the skiff. This is the strategy of Emily Goldwyn to reunite the Empire. Sokolov Studio. Because there's a Sokolov item in that safe, so maybe this has a clue. Renowned natural philosopher Sokolov returned to Tulfia after years of retirement. Sokolov, whose inventions of technological marvels are famed throughout the Alps, was greeted with fanfare and panoply to a national hero. A parade in his honor culminated in a festival on Mastrov Square in Dubovka, where Sokolov gave a brief speech announcing the establishment of a studio. When asked about his future plans, the inventor responded, "I've already done enough for several lifetimes. God damn you people." The inventor was overwhelmed by the infernal noise of the parade and left the celebration early. He gave no indication whether or not his studio will accept apprentices. Okay. Deadly Raids. This is about the Bathhouse Guard raid. Rest at Night. Personal note of Billy. This is about Dot being forced to fight. Betting slip on his fights. From that there's a man tied up and they weren't lying some. This is about capturing Dot. This is about the safe we looted. This is about the dangers of letting yourself get into with the outsider in the Isles. This is the red liquor recipe. This is about the hack pearls, about hook mines, about electrical birds. Letter to Alma. This is somebody who is going to the Eyeless gang. This is somebody who's leaving the Eyeless gang. Who is this? Marina, okay, not you. This is about Dots fighting. This is just some general tips for becoming lucky. About Dots fighting. His chair where he's being kept secure. This is about the guards planning on raiding the bathhouse, the fighting activities going on there. Illegal activities, reply from Kitterick. This is these are some answers to Billy's inquiry whether they someone have seen Dot. Another reply. This is a newspaper article about the Isles and also some information, I think, introducing the bone charms into the game, describing them, and some personal notes of Billy about the Albarca bath. She intends just to mingle about there and check for Dot, and that's it. Nothing on a U. So how the hell are we to open? We don't have no audiographs. The lore, no, we really this is the bird we just did, and already here it's already really old. The previous previous level. And that's actually a good thing. The things from the previous level remain in your journal. So it could... This code save box was overheard in the previous level. Or at least in a location that we had access to in the previous level, the Spectre Club. So it could be that we picked something up in the previous level and it's still in our journal and it's actually relevant for the logbox in this level. But I don't think so. And we already went through it. There was nothing on a U. God damn it. Northern Campo, this is where we started. Barkabat, Upper Sierra District, lobby. This is the bank. Travel log, the bank job. I'm writing this half a hand and I don't know, never I can touch them without shuddering. It feels like, what did I see? Everything, if the app is right. Many eyes dot used to say. Did I already read this? See shadows everywhere. Is that I look, am I right? I'm 30% blur, so if it will start moving on our own. These things aren't a part of me, but I can't accept them. The outsider changed me to so I still don't understand. Right, I'm done. Will told me that no one was innocent and gave me the means to judgment. Does the outsider expect me to look down at him like I can look down at Karnaca and hold his life in this broken hand? Does he want to see me carve up the city to find him? Yeah, I think we read that one. One last fight. The Albarkabat. Follow the ink. That was about Jacobi and Yoon's keys, and here we are in the bank to actually open the vault with those keys. Nothing on you. Bone charms not relevant, powers not relevant, contracts, yeah, we are actually still looking for this contract. Mission, we did quite some side missions, but we are pretty stuck now on the U contract. Do we have a key? No, we don't have a key. Okay, overheard at the Spectre Club. Rags to riches to rags. Someone quite drunk bragging loudly. When I first came to Karnaca, I only had 315 coin. God damn it. That's the clue. God damn it, I'm such an asshole. Reading everything. Well, it's actually in front of our face. Okay, let's see how much it's worth. We have 3677. So 3677, and we now have 3670 gemstone, a precious gemstone from Dolores Michaels and Deposit Loaming. Ah, okay, we have to of course return it to the contract giver. Okay, we opened all the lockboxes. That was from one perspective harder than expected, from the other perspective actually easier. Because I was fearing that I would not be able to avoid checking the internet for some kind of clue. But luckily that was not necessary, because that would also of course feel a bit like cheating. Holy shit, we could have just gone all the way the high route, I guess, to avoid the robots. Okay. Is there still something here to be had? Not really, eh? There's like a rewiring tool over there. Maybe that disables the electricity. We could try that. By the way, I'm so happy my PC is still not crashing. I think with the Sound Blaster old card still installed, it would have crashed for sure already, I think. So that's really nice. I'm now still doubting whether I should go ahead with my new PC build, because I made all the research into it and stuff. but it's quite expensive, and I have to get some credit for it, and I'm still paying off a car I bought. So actually a rational person won't put extra money in a better PC, but it also depends on how much I will be uploading again. And I must say, I do like uploading. Hey, this is the vault. So this is the door to the vault. We could also put it all the way to the cellar and open it, but we will see that later. Yeah, what can I say? I really look forward to building a new PC and be able to edit the videos more quickly, and because I do want to, I really like to build my own cool channel. Of course, preferably with some viewers, but up until now nobody really watched my channel yet. So, but even if I only build it for myself, I just like to build something. And then it really helps to have like a better CPU to process the video editing quicker. And I actually also need a new hard drive anyways, just to prevent data loss when this one goes faulty, because it's already pretty old. So there are multiple reasons to build a new PC. On the other hand, there's a big reason to not do it, and that's simply the monetary cost. Okay, but anyways, I will make up my mind. Hey, we could have also gone in through there. Let's check that out. Okay, we can go here, and then we can go here, and then we do so, and then we do like so, and then we do like so. And we do like... Oh. Whoa. Oh, we killed her. That... Oh, pretty gross. Actually, I'm not sure. This engine does look a bit like the Skyrim engine. I'm not sure. But in Skyrim you had this mod, like gruesome kill moves. And that also really... dismembered bodies, and it looks maybe a bit that I simply used that mod for this game, but I'm not sure. Okay, I have to drink some tea. One moment. That was the tea. And here we go. I have to check the time. It's a working day, of course, unfortunately, already midnight. So do have to put an end to it not too long from now. And here we go. By the way, I don't understand why that... that's why normally if you displace on a person, you kill them. And I was like, yeah, but why did I kill her? Because the displace marker was all the way in that room over there. But probably it's because you follow the trail of the displace marker to you. And that means we go through that gate. And that means we would also go at least... besides her body, and that is probably sufficient to have her be killed. So
Hey, watch out!
Shit, we cannot. I thought just to move her, but she's sleeping too lightly for that. But it doesn't matter, we can still choke her out because we cannot get that contract of not harming the bank personnel anyways, because we already choked out guards before. So I will just choke her out and replace her body, or remove her body. Or, no, not remove, but, yeah, not replace, but place it somewhere else. Change the location of her body. What's that word? Verplaatsen. One moment. This is my learning moment of today. We do in Dutch it's verplaatsen. And in English that translates into transfer, convert, resolve, shift, reduce. No, it's actually not. Again, this is a word that doesn't have like the really 100% nuanced, correct. Ah, it does. Yeah, translation. I thought it doesn't, but it's actually simply move her body. I'm so stupid. It's like a super common verb. Anyhow, we are going to not what I just said, displace or relocate or replace. No, we're gonna simply choke her out and move her body. 1, 2. Ha. Doing this for your own good, honey. Otherwise you would become dismembered by my super displace power. Okay, just for the sake of it, put her here. Not sure if she will be found. By the way, there was also that door we also couldn't open yet. But I assume the door we will be entering now also ends up to that door over there. But and what's this then? Yeah, we were already here. That's fine. Okay, let's use Veer side. Here we go. And here is a dude. We do like so. We do like so. And we do like. Why can't we? Or is it too far away or something? Shouldn't it be possible to... Is the marker still there? No, it's not. Probably it's too far away. But then we can just leave that woman be. Let's just leave her be. One less choking out is her. No needless kills or choking. Alright, let's use the... How do they call it? The transmission system or something? Do not forget. Enter security office, page security. It was somewhere here. Wait one moment. Oh yeah, here the PA system. Don't over the PA. You know, can't verify me. Carry the codes for safety. No, but it was actually somewhere really written out how that not here, how that system was called, and I think it was one more. Lucia Pastor, that's what it says here. I started this search for answers at the behest of Lucia Pastor. She was actually, now it's actually good that I read all the little pieces of information to get like a comprehensive grip on things. She was also the one who sent a letter to Dolores Michaels' bank complaining about all the injustice the bank did to their customers with foreclosures and stuff, and threatening the bank to get back at them. That was a note by Lucia Pastor, and apparently Lucia Pastor involved this journalist to find, to do an investigation on the bank. She came to my office with concerns about the alarming number of illegal foreclosures made by Michael's bank recently and asked me to investigate. So that's fun that it ties into other notes. Anyways, it was one moment. Salmon security, no, PA system. Okay. Summon security arc pylon corridor. Okay, whatever. One moment. No. No. Jinda safe. No. Don't. PA system. No, it's not here. Lore. No. 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 Nothing here. Speaking the authorization codes. Okay, maybe it just only did say public announcement system, but I'm pretty sure it said more than that. But this is of course not that important. Security wing, evacuation codes. Imported, do not forget. Yeah, wasn't it there that it said break into the bank, circumvent the defenses. Look for the Chief of Security in the archives and logboxes. He handles all the authorization codes, including the ones needed to access the security office. There's out how to reach the vault control room. Code into the microphone by some other means. Bypass the door to the owner by speaking the authorization code to the microphone by some other means. By the way, what we could try, just for the fun of it. Okay, so I have no idea how they call that system. I'm still pretty sure it said somewhere. Hello. It said somewhere. Like. Now I remember where it was. It was a note. I'm going to check it out, because I have that feeling that's so annoying that you know something but you cannot, that you read it somewhere short while ago and you cannot retrieve it. But I know what it's about. It is a lore letter saying do not use the public authorization system to call the director Mrs. Dolores Michaels. That was it. Don't summon director of the PA system without authorization code. She knows she's a stickler for protocol. If you can't remember the code, find me. I carry the code list for safekeeping. Yeah, but it also only says PA system. I thought it really said something. Or maybe I made it in my head myself, public announcement system, of course, and then I mistakenly translated that into that it was somewhere spelled out public announcement system, while I actually only spelled it out in my head. I'm such a retard. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can get the displaced marker. If we do it all closer together, that should work. Otherwise there's really no use in having this vent here. So we have to put it really like here. Like super close by. And we go like so. And we do like... No, but you don't see any purple waves going on to there. So probably we're outside of its reach. But let's check. No, we're outside of its reach. Then I really don't know what the purpose of this fucking thing is. Is it just to look around? Because we cannot interact with anything. Is it just... Ah, there's like a button there. It's maybe just... Yeah, I have no idea. To show that this button is connected to that office where the guy is. And that should then be an indication that you have to use this to open the door or something. I have no idea. Here we go. Code B15D requesting entry.
Requesting entry to the security office. Code B15D.
Okay, and there's a pylon over there. That's a bit dangerous. And there was a guy sitting over here and his door was locked. I guess, but yeah, there's not... Ah, now I know what we can do. We can use the displace marker, like so. Like so. Is it now there? No. Now it is. And then we go back, and now we go through the door. And then, you see, we are in its range. Like so.
Everyone gives me a hard time about the codes. I don't make the rules.
Poor you. Poor you. What's that?
It's funny to think about it. But you could be reading the letter right now. Thinking about me. Right now.
He's writing a love letter. Actually, it's so stupid, eh? I failed that contract because I choked guards out. And actually, I think when I went into the bank, I was super conscious about not doing that. Like using the sedative in the air to just, yeah, have all the guards inactive and stealthily move among them. And then at one point during this bank level, I just totally forgot about it and started choking them out. That's just so stupid. Capital City. Okay, good for him. That's Duke of Bell's Capital City. This is the door code. This is his love letter, but we cannot interact with it. A guy, and I'm not sure what it is. It looks like some kind of train card or something in the background. Public address all speakers. Call the bank director to the inner atrium. Evacuate. Ah, we can do a lot of stuff. Security and administration floor. That's where we actually now, right? The security and administration floor. But there's no need. Everybody is already asleep. So why would we evacuate it? It only wakes them up. Divert security to the arc pylon corridor. Okay, the arc pylon corridors, I think, in the inner atrium where we entered it. There were 2 arc pylons. Say nothing. We could get the bank director to the inner atrium. I'm not sure whether that... Yeah, but if she will walk here, she will probably see a lot of sleeping guards. I'm not sure where that is good. On the other hand, it did... it could be a cool thing to try out. Get her over here. Did we miss anything? No, not really. Not really. Okay. Shall we get her here? Yeah, why not?
Dolores Michaels, you're needed in the inner atrium. Code M22Q.
Okay, Miss Michaels. Are you coming or not? I don't really see her. Let's wait a bit. Miss Dolores. Don't think she's coming. Okay, this is our next challenge. We have a robot over there. Probably even more. Yeah, okay, this is... Also in the loading screen you had more 2 robots. And we now, up until now, only encountered locations with only 1. So this was to be expected. And I'm sure they will be activated at one point. Oh, this is actually not a pylon. This is an alarm system, so that's good. This is a camera again from Carl Reiser and company, and a collectible painting here. You watchful strangers.
There's freedom being hidden. There's license being cast out. Someone is listening too well.
Okay, one moment. I have to replenish the tea. The map of the bank. And there's not much in this room anymore. Is there anything here? Not really. Is there anything here? We can go through there. There's a book. And there's Vault Control Center, okay. So that's over there. Vault Control, but I'm sure it's closed. It's not. By the way, why was that door guard not knocked unconscious by the sedative we put in the air? Suspicious. And where does that little hole in the ground go to? Shouldn't it go there? Or does it bring us up or something? Eh? Or it's below. What's this? We could put a displace marker through this thing. Let's try that. Just wait for a bit of mana restore. Go a bit closer by. And here we go. Hey, it had two. Oh no, I thought it had. Okay, we're not gonna make this again. Ah, I almost placed the marker. Let's try again. I have to wait for the mana. Let's read a book. Clockwork Phantom. Oh, we already read the manual. Okay, here we go. 1, 2. God damn it. Let's wait for the mana to restore. Yeah, it's indeed freaky. The Billy or somebody commented on their freaky smile, and they indeed have a really freaky mouth. A smiley mouth. Why would you put it there? It's really. This is really like a good example of steampunk. This apparatus, or this robot. Well designed. Well played, Arcane. Well played. Okay, oh, god damn it. God damn it me. Okay, here we are, and yeah, we placed a marker. But there's actually somebody lying here. Is that Mrs. That's probably Mrs. Dolores Michaels herself. Okay, let's get some ammo. Oh, we have enough already. Let's check it out here. Nothing much going on over there. Check the bathroom. Fuck me, man. Why does it change to this place? Only if you place a marker. God damn it. Thank you very much for the wiper and the grenade and the mine. And the helmet. And can we close the window? Open it? No. Report employee infractions to the management office. Okay, we will. We will follow your Nazi methods. What room is that? Where are... Is that... Are that the safes? What's that? Did we miss out? Ah, whatever. Not that important. I think then here there should be... Yeah, should that be Mrs. Dolores Michaels? No, it's just the cleaning lady. Let's see if we're missing something out here. No, not really. Did we place our marker? Is that still there? We did place a marker in this room, I guess. By the way, cool interior. Nice attention to detail. It really feels a bit like a lived-in, genuine place, this bank. I dig it. Oops. I don't dig this. Let's see where the wiring goes. Ah, it actually goes to that room. So we do have to place a marker there. Let's do that. We go... How the hell did we get into this room? Huh? Or did somebody... Is this the pylon corridor? Probably it is. But did we... No, we didn't. Did we went through this door? Am I crazy? Or did we just use... No. Ah, maybe we put our displace marker here? No. I don't... Man, I really have to do something on my memory. I don't have to remember how we got into this room. Did we... Because I'm not sure whether... It looks like we went in through here. The door is open. But how come that now the floor is activated? That's a bit annoying. But that doesn't matter that much. No, I don't think we went in through that door. We must have went through here. Ah, we just went like so. And I got confused because initially when I tried to return like crouching from the desk through there, it didn't really work. So that is what confused me. But let's place our marker and let's disable that stupid floor. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We go here and we do like so. Very good. Let's go to our marker. And we are already in range. Very good. And we are where we need to be. See you later, electricity. Hello, cleaning lady. Alexander Peña, Chief of Security. Nella and Hector Chuedas after a double shift, 1850. Poor people, they don't really seem too happy, they seem super tired. It's such an injustice in the world, right? Some people, they have like this super easy freewheeling lives and other people, check her out. They only have like super harsh jobs with a lot of injustice and bosses who exploit them and are unreasonable, and that is just their lives, having to deal with crap like that. And then you would think, yeah, but it's probably all for some kind of purpose. Oh, this looks pretty cool. But we cannot smash the glass. It's all for some purpose and for some greater good, and in the end I will get my reward. And then mostly those person, they die of some kind of disease or work-related accidents, or they get to drinking and stuff, and then it just is over. And then actually the payoff or the justice never came. So that is actually pretty frustrating to notice, that life is not at all always just and fair. It can be just yeah, if you get dealt the wrong cards, no matter how much own effort and commitment and yeah, your very self you invest in it, like those two workers on the couch in the picture on the bench, no matter what they did, their life probably would have remained shitty from start to finish, and that is actually not really cool. But yeah, what can you do? Nobody said it was easy. What's this? What's this? What's this? Somebody was bored. Okay. I think we could have also... I'm not going to try it, but I think we could have disabled these pylons through that PA system. But that actually said divert power to the pylon corridor and not from the pylon corridor. So I'm actually not sure. And I'm also not too sure whether this is the pylon corridor or whether it was the one below at the start of the inner atrium, where there were like not those little electricity things, but two of those really big ones that shoot out electrical current to anybody or anything in its vicinity. Okay, we are in the Vault Control Center. That's a good thing. We have like this dude slacking on his job. Can you imagine if you are not to harm any employees? How the hell can you then reach those buttons, unless we can reach them from here? Okay, let's check what this is. Say nothing. Okay, that's easy. We can do that. Say nothing. Vault maintenance. This is like a cheese and egg, or in Dutch it's called butter, cheese and eggs. This little game. Security and administration, electrified floor, dangerous risk of death, approval by ranking Grand Guard personnel, and attunement by the technical officer required. Do not enter the floor without them. Okay, we won't. This is also a bit of a suspicious room, I think. What the hell is this? Let's see. We cannot get on top of it. Let's try it again. Nope. Okay, let's see. What the hell can we do here? Now it goes to the archives. Or the director's office. That's the third floor. The director's office is probably the... Yeah, it doesn't really matter where we enter it. Either above or below. Let's do below. Fine by me. I think above was a bit closer. Because below it is quite some stairs. But whatever. Let's save. By the way, sorry, I'm forgetting something. That last door, was that indeed the same door that was still locked above there? I think so, but let's check. I think I actually already opened it, but I'm just not sure. Yeah, this door is what I mean. Yeah, that was the door that we actually couldn't open. This is where we entered the inner atrium. And we had to go all the other way around to open that door. Through here. The long route. Why not? One moment, I have to get my tea. Nice. Nothing beats a good cup of tea. One moment. I have to replenish the tea. Like so. And here we go. No more kidding around. No more kidding around, peoples. We go like... Oh shit! We sent the vault downstairs, not upstairs. Such a stupid guy I am. Such a stupid guy I am. Was I always stupid or did I become stupid? That's the question. To be or not to be? That's the question. That's Shakespeare's question, and I actually, find it a bit of a generic, meaningless question. To be or not to be, but probably I'm overlooking something. Okay, I think the vault then should be here. Yeah, about here. Hello, vault. We also have the vault key. I don't know where we got it from, but we got it. Very cool. Oh man, exciting stuff. And we have the 2 keys of Mr. Shan-Yun and Jacobi. What's this? Nothing. A mirror. That's for good measure. Let's check it out. Man, we have a... What's this? A bone charm. An apparatus.
2 locks. This has to be the one.
Yeah, that's the one. But we actually want to open more of them. We also want the goodies. And we had one on... we had an entry with a hint for one to open the safe boxes in the vault. So not the safe boxes in the cellar, but in the vault. No, not here. Well, here, this. Progress with Jindo's safe. I've discovered a way to open Jindo's private safe in the vault. I had concentrated on opening only his box number 1, but that approach was misguided. Nowhere near clever enough for the great inventor's diabolical intellect. Who is the great inventor? Jindo's, yeah. If my suspicions are correct, entering the correct 15-digit code into each safe will open all the security boxes at once, including Jindo's. Then you may empty it for use by other clients. Please come by my workroom so I can show you my progress with the code. Mr. Campos moved me to the top floor of the lobby by the stairs. God damn it, then we have to get all the way back. So it's 15 codes. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, let's just move also immediately. I think it's quicker. We have to get through that workshop. What the fuck was it called? Move me to the top floor lobby workroom, it was called. We are going to the workroom, and that's on top, so it does make sense to immediately also put the safe to the top. And also just, it's a deep playthrough, so we want to have the broadest experience. So we want to have the safe in all the places possible. Let's check if we are missing out something here. Still could well be. For instance, what's this? No, that's some fruit. That's a person. Nothing much we missed, I guess. Chief of Security, hello, Mr. Peña. Alright, let's go to the director's office. Because that was also where the workroom was, right? Please come so I can show you. Mr. Campos moved me to the top floor of the lobby by the stairs. Yeah, not really. Okay, this is the lobby. To the top floor of the lobby. Let's save before we wake anyone. Like so. And let's go to the top floor. Okay, this is the safe should now be here.
What in the void?
Yeah, it's not good to not crouch. Oh man, or would those people got awakened by the vault arriving? I'm not sure whether that cut away the audio. Sometimes it cuts away in the loading screen, so I will repeat myself. Do you think those people awoke because of the vault arriving at their floor? It does make a sound, of course. No, they are still asleep. It was just me rushing in.
Outsider's bones.
Or was I again not crouching? God damn, I'm such an asshole. No, I was crouching. So it's just stupid. So it's better to move the vault to the cellar anyways. At least there we are undisturbed. Okay. Anyways, we are not going into their room. Shit. Now they are probably awake anyways because the vault arrived. But she is not awake. So who is... Why would the guard in the back be awake? And that old lady not. Is the guard in the back awake? Yes, she is. Okay, I hope the save before that isn't that far. 12:44. 12:37. Would it be this one? Yeah, but I am afraid that did I already move the vault? I hope not. Let's see. I don't think so, by the way, so that's good. Still weird that the guard who was further away from the vault sounds... The vault is still in the archive, so that's good. The guard furthest away from the vault actually is awoke, while the woman sleeping next to it is still sound asleep. Okay, let's check the workroom for a 15-digit code. Or maybe that woman is also, she was just awoken already by something else. Could that be it? Yes, she is. So it didn't have anything to do with the vault. So can you imagine if you are trying to do that contract whereby you are not to harm any bank personnel? That can become quite difficult. With, for instance, such a woman being awoke or awoken. Okay, this is the workroom, I guess. But holy shit, we can actually. Don't you think we could shoot that and that the lift drops? I'm not sure what the use of it would be. And by the way, what I also now remember, there was in the vault, there was also this chain that you could use. Or that was actually here, I guess. That was... Wasn't it here, the chain? This was to disable the security. Where? Ah, that was here, I guess. Wasn't it here? Didn't this go directly into the vaults? We will use that later, but first let's get the 15 number code. It did say the top floor, right? Please come by my workroom so I can show you my progress with the code. Mr. Campos moved me to the top floor of the lobby. The top floor of the lobby by the stairs. Yeah, that's also confusing. Ah, maybe this is not the workroom. It looks like a workroom to me. But I don't really see any 15-digit code in here. As far as I can tell. So maybe it was indeed, if it says by the stairs, then it was... Is this workroom? Vault maintenance? No, not really. I think it was the little room, but then we are indeed inside of that woman who mysteriously woke up. I don't hope if we get her that that little robot thing is, or little, that big robot thing gets activated.
What?
Yeah.
It's not what?
Okay, we can of course just totally forgo her. That's a book. Who the fuck is this woman? Why is she... Oh, that's Miss Dolores actually. She looks like the one in the painting, right? Yeah. Ah, she's probably awoken because we used the personal announcement system to ask her, yeah, I think to get to the inner atrium. Ah, that's where she is now, yeah. Why would we have asked that actually? I don't understand that. There was no, it was just checking it out, but is there actually a reason? Let's just get behind her and then snuff her out. No. Further away. Hello. This is really annoying. Why wouldn't it allow us... Yeah, this is just again bad game design. This is probably the game doesn't want us to do this. Why not?
Huh? This area is for elite patrons only.
Why the fuck didn't that displace marker get further behind her? So tiring. Because of the door there, did it block it? No, there was an opening in the door. Try the other way, but I'm sure we will encounter the same bullshit issue. Can't we get on top of stuff? Yeah, we can get there. Nice. Miss Dolores. About the missing documents. Dolores, I've resolved our little problem. The pharmacist has gone where he'll trouble us no more. Unfortunately, left behind a bloody mess. The documents he stole from you are still missing. I've ransacked his home and his shop, but found nothing. I even went to his dreary little artist garret, but the documents weren't buried in the jumble either. Rumor at the Spectre says Cienfuegos sent an archive to someone at the Royal Conservatory. What do you bet that the archive contains your documents? I leave the task of retrieving it in your capable hands. Best, Ivan. Ivan Jacobi, her co-conspirator, both with their scheme to, I think, access the void and obtain eternal life. Royal Conservatory will be the following level, I'm sure. If there is indeed a full separate level, that would be pretty cool. But man, then actually I find this, I don't know how much this DLC cost. I had a Steam key which was pretty cheap, but I think the official Steam price was maybe even a bit higher. That is then, but still, it's not that high, so that would be pretty good value for money, I guess. This DLC, it's pretty big, a big game. Especially, of course, if you play it like I do, like every nook and cranny. If you play it regularly, it will be like 5 times. You will run through it 5 times quicker. But still, I think it's pretty good value. Got you there, bitch.
All that security and I still got to you, Dolores.
Let's just for the record move her out of sight. Into the toilet. The owner's manual we already read. And I think this is the little workroom then. It's behind the stairs. It's on the top. Yeah, it's not the top floor. That's the only problem. But still, I think this looks like a workroom. But then, where do we find a 15... Yeah, there's a book. That could be it. Let's check out that book. In the difficulties of reaching are neither... No, we already read this one. Come on, people. I have to get to bed in not too long. Where the hell am I finding a 15 number... code? God damn it. 15 numbers in the toilet. Not really. The top floor of the lobby. Ah, was the top floor of... Maybe this is not the lobby. This is the top floor of the building, but not the top floor of the lobby, maybe. This is the top floor of the lobby, like the little hallway. So then it was near the stairs. So that is the control thing. It's not there. Then it should be here. Is this a workroom? No, this is also not a workroom. What? Is there another stairs? No, there's not another stairs. Oh man. Tiring. No, that is all the control corridor. Or for the vault controls, it's not there. This vault control, nothing there. So, top floor of the lobby is... Or is there some in the lobby itself, maybe a workroom? We had those energy barrels going on. Hopefully, yeah, it will turn green. That's cool for us. This is the lobby, right? Or is this is the inner atrium actually? So the lobby is all the way there, probably. Sanitation, access, no, it's not here. But if this is the lobby, conference room, roof access, inner atrium. Yeah, this looks like a lobby, but there are no stairs here. Or are there stairs? And what is the top floor of the... Ah, that is the top floor of the lobby. You would think. But teller office. No, this is where we came in. Are there stairs here? I do not really remember. Yeah. Ah, that might be something over there. So we get, for instance, over there. And then we get, for instance, over there. Yeah, we already were here. One moment. 15 numbers is what we are looking for, but we pretty thoroughly went through this little room, I guess, to remember. We have this happy dude lying over there. No admittance. Yeah, is this a workroom? Doesn't really look like a workroom to me. Maybe this does more so. Yeah, also not really. We have like a letter over there. Let's check it out. Dear, curious activity at Colton Branch. Dear Manager Atwater, the Colton Branch of Michael's Bank is seeing an upsurge in account holders from Freeport. Discussion with our Freeport colleagues reveals that clients are trading coin between their two accounts for some unknown purpose. Currently the activity seems more curious than nefarious, but we wanted to bring it to your attention. Ophelia Serrano. No. Not really a workroom. Ah, here's the stairs. Fine. So we need the top floor of the atrium. And then it's near the stairs. This is the top floor. Roof access. Nice. I don't even remember if we went here at all yet. This is the Ruined Streets of Karnaca painting. Yeah, we went here, I guess. Is this a workroom? No, this is the... Guys, my computer is going strong as a motherfucker, I think. But I'm saving the recording just to be sure. Before it, maybe of course there's always a chance it crashes again, so let's do that. And here we are back. Because if I would have to replay everything we did now, which is a pretty long video already, that would be totally annoying. Okay, the conference room, nothing to do with a workroom. Let's get the hell out of here. And it was near the stairs. Is this a workroom? No, this is an entrance. This is the roof access. Let's check the map. Teller counter, inner atrium. Teller counter, inner atrium, main entrance over there. Conference room. That's the floor we are in now. To the basement. Yeah, that's I think the sewers. Sanitation 6, also an access point, and rooftop access. That's where we are now approximately. No, yeah, there's nothing, no indication on where the lobby is, but still, that really looks like a bank lobby to me. Ah, here. At the top floor near the stairs. Right? This is just the door. Yes. Ah, here we go. Nice. Okay, I'm only not sure what the order is, but I'm gonna write them down. How we see them. So that's 0, 0, of 0, 11, 11, then 3, 5, 8, 13, 5, 8, 13, and 2. And then it also has like a little floor plan of the vault itself, and it says which one is what. This one is there. This one is the 8. That one is the 5. Then we have the 3. Holy shit, this is... Then we have the 2. Oh no, they are... This is the 5. Then we have the 3. This is wrong. Then we have the 2. And the 11 is over there. So this is, are these 15 numbers? Shit, I don't think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, they're not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And it's 5, 8, 13, 0, 11, 3, 2. It's, yeah, I cannot really make like, how do you say it? A print screen, of course. Ah, here. Notes on the vault safecode. Is it a mathematical sequence? Not all of the digits in the combinations are prime numbers. But it must be a pattern. Each number is generated by the numbers before it. Under what arithmetic conditions are they generated? The root question. I must join up all the safe combinations into one long sequence, but skip the safe locked with a double set of keys. It disrupts Jindo's sequence. Why would he do this? What purpose does this serve? I hate No Man in Karnaca more than I hate Kirin bloody Jindosh. Okay, so we have, then we don't need 15 digits if we can skip one safe, but we only have 9 digits. And by the way, we have 15 digits in all the safes without the double key safe. So we have to, I think, still use, we still need 50 numbers, and it's like 5, 3, 5, so you have 3 plus 2 is 5 plus 3 is 8 plus 3 plus 5 is 13. And where does 11 come into play? 0, 11. Ah, you have 0, then you have 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. No, wait. You have 0. Then you have a 1. Then you have 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 5 is 13. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 digits. But yeah, we know the sequence. So I think we can have a good starting point. The only thing is, I'm not sure which save to start with. But yeah, let's just try it. Oops. We need to get all the way to the bottom, so I don't hope we have to get back up here. Annoying stairs. And not only the stairs, we have to get all the way back to the inner atrium. Let's just... Why is she walking so slowly? She's really walking slowly, I find. Let's take a little chance. Hopefully they won't hear us. But at least we're going a bit quicker. Okay, safe. Let's start with this one. This seems to be like the first one. Okay, 0, 1, 1. Then we have 2. People, come. We have 2. And then we have 3. Then we have 2 and 3. Then we have 5. Yes, it worked. I think I heard something. Or didn't? Yeah, I heard a click. Then we have 8. Then we have 5 plus 8, 13. Another click. Then I'm not sure what to do. Do we do 8 plus 13? Or do we do 1 plus 3? Let's do 8 plus 13. That's 21. And then we do 21 plus 13 is 34.
2 locks. This has to be the one.
34. No, but that doesn't come out. So let's do it differently, because that would be 3, 4. Yeah, we can try it. If this is a 3. No, that's faulty, because it would be 3, 4, and then we have 3, 4 plus 21. Yeah, that could work out. We have 2 more things remaining, but okay, we did 21, and then we did 13 plus 24 is 3. Yeah, but this one didn't give a cloink. So let's do 1 plus 3. Is 4. Then we have 4 plus 3 is 7. Then we have 11. It did say we have to skip this log, so maybe the sequence starts all over from here. So let's just start with 0 again. Here we go. That we have to skip it after the double key log. No, but this also didn't work. I already had the... Yeah, God damn it. The sequence 0 appears to have something to do with the stage inside the vault. Keep these numbers in mind if you want to crack the code. Okay. But it must be a pattern. Each number is generated by the numbers before it. Under what arithmetic conditions are they generated? The root question. I must join up all the safe combination into one long sequence, but skip the safe locked with a double set of keys. It disrupts Jindo's sequence. Why would he do this? I must join up all the safe combinations into one long sequence. Yeah, but that all went fine. Up until this one. Unless what we could do is just fictively do this one. So this would be 1. No, that could be 8 and 13. So that would be 21. And then after 21 comes 21 plus 13 is 34. So we do 21 plus 34 is 55. And then we have 89 afterwards. So 21 and 34, that would have been here, but we're skipping that one, so that's 213. And we are continuing with this one, that would be a 4. And then 5, 5, nice. And then we have 89, 89. And the last one is 55 plus 89 is 130, 144. That's just 90, yeah, 144. So that would be a 1. Yes, very nice. We like. Okay, let's see where we have something. Oh. Nothing much here, eh? Yeah, except there is something there. A stroll. A note on Clockwork Allegiance. There is an uncomplicated grace to my machine which few in the Isles appreciate. That is not to say they are simple. My clockwork soldiers are not simple. Oh no, their complexity is beyond the comprehension of the patrons who purchase them for their salons. Well beyond that of the Duke and his Grand Guard, and beyond those small-minded imbeciles at the Academy of Natural Philosophy. I am rightly praised for the intricacy of their design, but at once I recognize that they are infinitely more simple than schemers who sing praises from one side of their mouth while muttering curses with the other. No, I could never abide duplicity. Barring sabotage, my clockwork soldiers know friend from foe and will never confuse the two. And should one of my cloying clients have purchased one of my clockwork soldiers, try to turn against me, once they have the power of my greatest creation at their disposal, they will swiftly learn what true integrity is. All of my clockwork soldiers will respond to the spoken code JIN 4690IFF and realign their allegiance with the speaker. I alone know the sequence, and it will be locked away for all time. My machines will never be used against me. That is their inestimable beauty. That's handy. Okay, we go here. Nice bone charm. Let's check out what it does. Okay, if I don't read anything, we already read it. When using this place, an alternate Billy appears at your previous location, distracting enemies. No, we are playing stealthily, so screw that one. That was the new one. Okay, we had some more monies. That's good. Empress Emily Caldwin moves to heal fractured empire. Excerpt from pages torn from an old diary dated 1841. She done up one of her bedchambers with velvet and candles. If she had brought in a lamp, it would have looked shabby, but the candles made it eerie. I suppose that was the point. One of her servants must have set up an audiograph to play music behind the curtain too, because I could hear muffled strings all evening. We sat around the table and held hands and chanted over the little bit of whalebone she had found. It felt stupid, really. I was hoping for more, some thunder, or a witch to appear and dance on the table for us. I don't know. But I sense a presence, some restless energy. It's hard to describe. Something was reaching out to me. Maybe it was Mother, but it was upset, angry almost. It felt like the time I got tangled in weeds at the bottom of the estate district ponds. And Father had to jump in to save me. I didn't tell anyone. I know it was just a silly game. But if we can capture voices in audiograph machines or light with those new silver graphs, then why can't we capture spirits in some kind of machine too? I should talk to Anton. Okay, pretty fake story. Wow, what was that? Didn't expect we could get that. And this is really cool looting time, man. Happy for that this worked out. That was just some general loot. Man, check this out. Speculations on the afterlife. Expert from speculation on the void by Honoria Casello. If all spirits vanish into the void upon their demise, why then are the wandering ones from folktales and legends always unhappy? Where are the tranquil and benevolent spirits? Do they not linger in the void like their darker counterparts? I think not. Those who lead virtuous lives receive the gift of oblivion upon passing. They dissolve into the void like mist, casting off the worrisome shackles of mortal identity to become one with the foundational materials. Wicked spirits, however, earn a cruel fate. Their punishment is to wander the void for eternity, unable to return to this world and contact loved ones. They retain only memory enough to suffer. Imagine their pain, drifting through empty expanses alone for centuries. No sensation, no solace, no redemption. An unmoored spirit, gasping with regret in a sea of nothingness, forever. Yeah, that sounds pretty depressing. Thank you very much. This looks like a big bazooka somebody stored in his safe locker. Check if we have everything. That one seems looted. We read that book, I guess. Another book there, we can still read it. This one is empty. That book we read. Okay, but I do think... Not too sure about this book. Yeah, we read this one just now. But did we read... mine? Or not? No. What a weird mask. Excerpt from a work of theatre banned by the Abbey on heretical grounds. The Heart of the Abyss. The stranger smirking insidiously. My dear Corvid, I've been watching you for a long time. When you fight, when you sleep, when you bathe, and now you've lost it all. Corvid, shocked and confused. Who are you? What's this cold and shadowy place? Have I penetrated the stranger's void? The stranger with a flourish. There are forces in this world, forces some men call magic. Now you can bend them to your will. I am a stranger, and this is my mark. Corvid, studying the back of his hand. Ah, it burns. What's this supernatural gift? The stranger, moving closer. Oh, but I have many more gifts to give. What will you do with them, I wonder? Corvid, admiring the young man. Oh, what pale skin, what piercing gaze. You look more youthful than the legend says. Say, the stranger, caressing his cheek. Let me show you which legends are true. Okay. Then there was also a book here, maybe. Excerpt, The Child Empress, excerpt from a historical series. There was a definitive moment when people stopped calling Emily Goldwyn the Child Empress. It came after an ambush by the Regenters, an extremist group who wanted to return Dunwall to the authoritarianism of the Lord Regent's time. On the way back to Dunwall Tower, Goldwyn's carriage was blocked between two gates with her attackers firing pistols and even throwing a grenade. With the royal protector too far away to be of service, the young empress, only 14, found herself all alone in the carriage, save for her friend Alexei Mayu. Coldwin supporters are lucky that Mayu was there, as she was brave enough to grab a grenade that had landed at their feet, throwing it back at the assailants and saving the Empress. When one of the men dropped down from the forward gate, it was Emily Coldwin who yanked free a short railway brace and beat the man senseless with it. With the city watch closing in, the two girls held their ground against the debris of the carriage until the situation was secure. It is said that Emily Coldwin refused to have the regenters executed for their crimes, and this is hailed by many as her first adult decision as Empress. Cited for her heroic actions, Alexei Mayu was commissioned by the City Watch when she turned 18 and was later made captain by Emily Coldwin herself. Impressive. Impressive. Very impressive. That was about it. Man, this was good looting time. Okay, let's finish the chapter. Ta-dam! Ta-dam! Whee!
You and I were both abandoned to uncertain futures on dangerous streets and taken in by murderers. Dowd spared your life all those years ago, but I was taught a lesson that you still haven't learned. Some wounds stay with you, even in the void.
Give it to me. I don't have time for this.
Time repeats the same unending patterns. 4,000 years ago, this knife cut my name away. Forgotten forever. You know what it's like to lose one name and live with another. We are all made by the things that are taken from us.
I've seen the people you've twisted with your poisonous magic. You know what I want. You know I'm coming for you.
I know more than most. I know that time is bleeding into itself around you. I know that you have felt it, and you are searching for the places where the world has broken against the void. I know that Dowd is done where you left him on your ruined ship, and you will carry that knife with you to face me at the black center of all things.
Why are you doing this? Why are you talking to me now?
I'm here because you are different. The void has found you through the cracks in your broken life. And when you cut me out of it, what will remain? What will you leave behind when you walk away?
What does the outsider want from me? Dowd. Is he really gone? I have the knife. I need to get back to the dreadful whale.
Okay, anyways, super cryptic. I don't understand any single part of it. We have a new power. Void Strike. Hold RT in order to charge your sword with void energy, then release it on enemies to slash them from a distance. Damage is low, but your target will be thrown in the direction of the sword slash. You can also use this to break objects or interact with the environment. This is really handy, the noise creation. Twin Dive unlocks bone charm crafting, allowing you to craft custom bone charms from the journal. Cool. Man, this is... I would say it's almost a full-fledged game. Holy shit, whale oil is pretty explosive. If I dare to say so myself. Okay, bone crafting, charm crafting. Craft bone charms. Show tutorial. Provide supernatural benefits. Yeah, okay. Craft bone charms. Sacrifice bone charms. Craft bone charms with 2 traits. 0 chance of bone charm corruption. War Rainbow Raw Whalebone Reparried. We have 22. There's a low chance the bone charm will be corrupted. There is a medium chance the bone charm will be corrupted. To discover, sacrifice bone charm to discover new traits and gain raw whalebone. Craft your own unique bone charms by assigning traits. The trait effects are cumulative and raw whalebone resources are needed to craft. Okay, sacrifice bone charms. Sacrifice. Raw whalebone value. 1 new trait to learn. Yes. You take less damage. Yes. Your grenades more damage. Yes. All irrelevant for a stealthy playthrough. Appetite. Yes. Elixirs. Yes. You choke enemies faster. Yes. Movement faster. Yes. Movement slightly faster. Yes. Enemies miss fire. Yes. Increase jump height and distance. No, I think this is good for stealthy. Your attack damage is increased. Gone. When using this place. Alternate belly. Gone. Wolfhound cannot smell you. Gone. Your movement is not slowed when unsheathed. Gone. Hurl object with greater force. We keep that one. Maximum health increased. Gone. You gain health when inflicting sword damage. Gone. Enemy pistols, better chance misfiring. Gone. Semblance drains less void energy. Yeah, let's keep that one. No, we hardly use semblance. Gone. Use this place without placing a marker. Quick tap. That is a really important one. Brief invisibility after choking. Gone. Brief invisibility after moving. Gone. You displace without placing a marker. Oh yeah, this one is important. You deal greater damage with your sword. Gone. During melee combat, your sword parry always knocks down. Gone. Major chance that power use will conserve no void energy. Will consume no void energy. Gone. Okay. Then we go back and we go crafting. Found. Okay, how the hell do you craft? I have no idea. Oh, this sacrifice, sorry. Okay, we're gonna craft one with 2 traits. The first trait will be movement faster, more health, grenades. Yeah, this is actually everything we already have. Enemies miss with fire, but you take less damage. You choke faster. This is all. This is movement. This is restoration. This is weapons. This is defense. This is combat. No, yeah, so the whole crafting stuff actually doesn't have that much added value. The traits are the same as the bone charms we already had. The only thing is now you can combine them in more into one bone charm, and you can just select the ones you want in one specific bone charm. But yeah, you have so many bone charm slots, so you don't really need to have more traits per bone charm. And also combining them is not that necessary if you just can we have 7 bone charm slots. So you can gain some extra traits by doing the traits of 2 separate bone charms into one. But yeah, for 7 traits that we have now are also pretty a lot. Yeah, and I hardly use them, so for me there is not that much added value in this whole crafting. At least for now there's not. And let's see how many we had. We do have like, yeah, 7 ones, and you can even get all the way apparently up to 10 bone charm slots. Okay, our objective now is return to Upper Syria once you've planned the haste with dots. No, we already did the haste. Escape from the bank. Make your way out of Dolores Michael's bank and return to the Dreadful Wheel. Okay, we can do that. Probably everybody is back on guard again. But now we have the code to get the clockwork soldiers on our side. The only thing is it will not help us that much because we are for a needless kill, no needless kill run. And if we make the clockwork soldiers our friends, it will probably mean they will kill any other NPCs in their vicinity. And in my book that constitutes as a needless kill. So we will probably simply have to circumvent all the enemies and not use the code to get the clockwork soldiers on our side. By the way, I still wanted to check that chain that was on top of the safe. Where did it go? That is actually what I'm wondering about. Let's check that out. And let's just hope everybody is still asleep. Yeah, it looks like it. That's cool. So escape sounds pretty heavy duty, but it wasn't that heavy duty at all. It's more like if you didn't use the sedate potion, sedition potion, or anesthetic potion, that everybody is still alive, that the escaping this part may be a bit more complicated, but for us it simply entails walking straight to the exit. Okay, where is the chain? The chain was here. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it's just an elevator shaft. But what the hell does this help us? Not that much, right? I still don't see a way into the safe, to be honest. Or is this... yeah, what? There should be a reason for this, not? Alright. No, I don't really see a reason. Holy fuck. How the hell can we get there? Can we use this? No, there was not that much use in that. At least not something I immediately saw. Let's get out of the bank. And yeah, I really have to go to bed, but probably we will then see our mission score, and we could maybe quickly still run through that. I shouldn't be running that much, of course, but yeah. Okay, bank, see you later. It was nice exploring you. See you later and sleep tight. I am going on my merry way with the double-edged sword. See you later, guys. We are booking it out of here.
This will be a mess when they find out what I've done. But until then, nothing but quiet.
Yes. And what is our objective? Return to the dreadful will. Okay, we will do that in the next part. It's good. We also now don't have the time to just go elaborately into our mission scoring screen or the evaluation. Yeah, we did make some progress. We achieved what at least I intended to do in this part of the upload, which is actually do the one side contract, like looting the safe. And we looted all the safe boxes in the basement. And of course we achieved the main objective of this level, which is obtaining the double-edged sword. So it's not like we didn't do anything. So pretty content with that. There is I think another full level after this in the Royal Conservatory. Looking forward to that. For sure I'm hoping that you guys will join me on that part of the pretty cool game, or actually really cool game, Dishonored: Death of the Outsider. Hope to see you in the next video. Until then, keep on gaming. See you later.